Sit your ass down and
Sit your ass down. Sit your $5 ass down before I make 10.
Man, sit your ass down.
Yes! This is this week's Sit Your Ass Down. I'm doing it solo dolo because my man is smoking and has been on the phone the whole goddamn time. He can hear me. So, outside of Ye, sorry, I kept calling him Kanye West. His name is now legally Ye. So, Ye, step your game up. But let's talk about some people we got to have that conversation with. We got to tap him on the shoulder. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, sir. You got too much dip on your chip. Please sit your ass down. And our first sit your ass down. Look, better people than me than did this. So I just want to jump into this because it has to be said. Jon Gruden. Yes, that Jon Gruden. Head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Was caught with various emails saying very harmful things to the black community, indigenous community, LGBTQ. It's just crazy. Now I get it. Some people can change and some people can. And his whole thing was he's supposed to be like this Chucky character, this outspoken thing, but the reason he's getting sit your ass down, sometimes when you pretend to be a character so much, and I'm not even calling him racist. I'm not calling him sexist. I'm not calling him a homophobe or anything like that. But my man, never, and I mean never, and this coming from a gold jacket Hall of Fame shit talker, put your shit talking on the letterhead of your employer. Anytime you ever did this, the reason, and I'm not saying what you did was right, and I'm not defending on what you're saying, but when you put it on the people, when you put it on paper of the people that pay you, then, and only then, you are a representative of those people. So when you send those emails, now a few of those you send from your private account, but it was going to people from their, I guess, their business accounts. And vice versa. There was a few you sent from your business account that you sent from there. Come on, man. Shit talking 101. Even if you was just shit talking and it was not harmful, you got to look at what you're doing. You put it on that paper. You got a lot of, okay, first of all, football, a lot of black people. Just put it out there. So any type of anti-black thing you said will come under a microscope. On your team, you got Nassib, who is a LGBTQ representative, reluctantly actually. He didn't want to be, but he is now because he's the quote-unquote the first openly gay player in the NFL, or the first active player, I should say. Now, Michael Sam, who was the first, you said shit about him. So now, oh my God, all the knee and then the kneeling stuff. If those are your opinions, those are your opinions, and I don't think they're gonna change overnight. But damn it, you don't do it on the letterhead of your employer. So now you lost the locker room, you lost the office. Nobody can listen to you, and this has been going on for years, so even your off-the-field work is in danger because you used to work for ESPN. So Jon Gruden, man, sit your ass down. You okay with that? The reason I'm saying you okay with that because I'm looking at my boy BK. He's smoking, he's on the porch, he's on his phone, but at the same time, he can hear me, and he's out of mic shot away, so I can't hear his conversation. He can hear me. He's giving me a thumbs up. All right, good. The next sit your ass down goes to, and I like this woman, Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato was getting sit your ass down because outside of all her stuff, she loves conspiracy, extraterrestrials, and all that good stuff. Aliens and all that good stuff. And this is what came out of this. Demi Lovato made a PSA saying, hey, people, aliens or extraterrestrials, by using the word aliens, is a derogatory term for extraterrestrials. I want to make sure I'm getting this right. So and that is stopping them from interacting with us and living amongst us, if they haven't already. Now, here's where it gets interesting, Demi, and this is the reason you're getting Sitchoassdown. You don't know that. You don't know their language. You don't know anything. So the word alien to them may not be a derogatory term. How the fuck do you know? Alien is a derogatory term for someone who is not of nationality of somewhere else they want to live, and that could be that. But do not hold them to those same standards, mainly because you don't know. Extraterrestrial, again, that could be derogatory. Another thing, you don't know because you never met someone not from this planet. The rules change. Like, I look to my man Bash. Bash from the Act Accordingly podcast with Bash and Z is having trouble with some things from people of Earth. So if I was to throw this in Bash's hands, he don't know what the hell to say. But until you are corrected by these, for lack of a better term, extraterrestrials, you don't know. So now we got to call these things of something we never known or something we've never encountered because of what you say. Demi, I know. You made Confident. Hell of a song. But right now I need you to sit your confident ass down. On this one. Now, if me and you want to get together, we can sit down and talk about extraterrestrials. I'm trying not to use the A word. Now, we get to that and we can talk. But for right now, on this one, sit your ass down. And lastly, certainly not leastly, I need to ask my good friend who can hear me, who's currently smoking on his phone. Hey! You hear me? He's currently giving me the finger. I got one question for you, man. Is Florida in the house? He's now giving me a thumbs up. So I guess Florida is definitely in the house. Again, I ask, is Florida in the house? Again, middle finger with a thumbs up. Florida is in the house. And this next Sitchoassdown, this last Sitchoassdown goes to Bradley Carter. For something very simple. Florida man is sentenced to more than 20 years for mailing methamphetamine to himself. Let me read the story. Bradley Carter pled guilty to multiple charges in early October, I should say, after he allegedly tried to have an amount of a pound of methamphetamine shipped to his Fort Myers, Florida home. Investigators said Carter, a previously convicted felon, knowingly attempted to ship a package via the U.S. Postal Service via priority mail. If it fits, it ships! But that doesn't apply to this. Let me go on. A search of Carter's home uncovered the meth that was mailed to him, fentanyl, and cocaine, as well as several firearms. Carter pleaded guilty to the charges in attempted possession with intent to distribute 50 grams of methamphetamine for possession and for possession of a firearm and of a drug trafficking crime. His statement says, "I wasn't dealing drugs. I was on vacation. I was gifted meth, and I had to get it back to me. The drugs were mine, but I'm sending it back to my house," end quote. He was ordered to give up his guns, ammunition, the methamphetamine related to this crime, investigators say. The case was investigated by the U.S. Postal Inspection Service with the assistance of the Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, Explosives, and the Drug Enforcement Administration. Okay, where do I start? Bradley. Possession of drugs is a crime in itself. But for you to mail the drugs to yourself, you was on vacation. We're not saying you wasn't on vacation. But you possessed the drugs while on vacation. And then you thought the safest route of transferring these drugs was to mail them to yourself, to your Florida home. Drugs, let me rephrase that. Mail by itself is expected. There's a reason why when you send them, letter, it's a 40-some cent stamp versus if it fits a chips or whatever else. They're going to expect the size, let alone the contents. Bradley, some sit your ass down just by themselves, just what they are. Now I can sit here and I can go down all the routes you messed up. But for right now, Bradley, let's sit your ass down. That's all